join me in facing our American flag. Members of the audience, you are invited to remove your hats and mortarboards and join in singing our national anthem, led by Delaney Wheatridge, who is graduating today with a Bachelor of Fine Arts degree in musical theater. We ask that you remain standing until the flags have been posted on stage.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Delaney, for sharing your talent with us today. The audience and graduates may be seated. And now, the president of Minnesota State University Mankato, Dr. Richard Davenport.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the 352nd commencement ceremony of this university. Our university is carried out by a team of very, very dedicated faculty and staff. So take a look to both my right and my left. Besides the graduates, you will see representatives of more than 700 faculty listed in today's programs. These professors have played an important role in our graduates' success. Members of the faculty, please rise, and please join me, everyone, in recognizing our outstanding faculty. Thank you. You may be seated. Two of the professors among our marching faculty this morning serve as faculty honor marshals for the platform guests. Please rise when I call your name and remain standing. Today's marshals are Dr. Norma Crumvitty, Professor of Nursing in the College of Allied Health in Nursing, and Dr. Karen Colum, Associate Professor of Elementary and Literacy Education in the College of Education. Thank you. Thank you. Other platform party members, please rise when I call your name and remain standing. I would ask that we hold our applause until all names have been announced. Joining me today on the platform include Ms. Louise Sundin, who's the Board of Trustees representative for the Minnesota State System. Ms. Louise Hughes, President of the Minnesota State Mankato Alumni Association. Dr. David Jones, Vice President for Student Affairs and Enrollment Management. Mr. Richard Strucka, Vice President for Finance and Administration. Mr. Mark Johnson, Vice President for Technology and our Chief Operating Officer, Information Officer. Dr. Lynn Akey, our Vice President for Student Success, Analytics, and Integrated Planning. Mr. Kent Stanley, Vice President for University Advancement. Dr. Marilyn Wells, our Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs. Dr. Bobby Fleshman, Associate Vice President for Strategic Partnerships. Dr. Henry Morris, our Dean of Diversity and Inclusion. Dr. Stephen Stoynoff, our Interim Vice President for Research and Dean of Graduate Education. And Dr. Jean Haar, the Dean of College of Education. And also joining us is Dr. Chris Rutherford, Dean of the College of Allied Health and Nursing. So please join me in recognizing our platform guests, everyone. Thank you. Platform guests, you may be seated. I hear a future Maverick in the background. To my left are representatives from the Council of Deans and the President's expanded cabinet who have joined us today in celebrating our graduates' success. In addition to the university faculty and staff, our administrators work tirelessly to provide guidance and leadership to our students and staff in fulfilling our university mission and goals. Colleagues, thank you for being here. Also to my right is Ms. Karen Wright, a Minnesota State Mankato alumna and Operations Director of KMSU Radio, and will serve as our MC today. She will also introduce our graduates as they receive diplomas. So, before we begin, I just would like to mention that we just finished celebrating our university's sesquicentennial birthday this past year. A truly monumental milestone. Many of the graduates here today likely participated in some of the celebrations throughout the past year or two. Our university, in fact, has a very rich history that dates back to the very beginnings of our state. You heard a few moments ago from our Master of Ceremonies that we proudly acknowledge the homeland of the Dakota people, where we live, work, and learn. I mention this point again because we emphasize that we must learn from our history as we prepare for the current challenges facing our state and world. We know the recent state of Minnesota demographic studies project that within the next 20 to 40 years, we will see a 40% increase in underrepresented populations and students graduating from our Minnesota public schools. This is compared to less than 1% for Caucasian students. This means our colleges and universities will need to educate and graduate a new generation of teachers who will prepare our even more diverse future generations to come. But we take pride in offering many excellent and relevant programs and degrees. And just to single out one program this afternoon, we are pleased to learn recently that the 2019 Minnesota Teacher of the Year was presented to a South St. Paul math teacher, Jessica Davis. Ms. Davis is a graduate of our university. Jessica's achievement is just one of many outstanding stories about our alums. Unfortunately, I do not have enough time to highlight our many alums, but we'd be here all day. We are also very proud of our other 135 undergraduate programs and also 75 graduate degrees, as well as a number of doctoral programs. More than 124,000 alums have received degrees from Minnesota State Mankato. And we're all celebrating those alums and those of you here today. If they could be here, I'm sure their message to our newest class of graduates would be something like, as a graduate of Minnesota State University Mankato, you can accomplish anything. Now just imagine, maybe someday at a future commencement speech, your story will be shared as a proud alumni example to the newest graduating class. Also, in news recently, you may have read that MSU ranks 7th in value in our state. We're in good company with two other state universities, the University of Minnesota Twin Cities and the University of Minnesota Duluth, all providing significant positive returns on their investment in higher education. The other four colleges and universities recognized were all private institutions whose costs were significantly higher. Regardless, there is great pride in Minnesota State University, and we're pleased to be recognized as the second largest university in Minnesota. We receive more than 18,000 new student applications every year, and also we're the second highest in the state in that category. So sometimes I wonder, and maybe you, why are we so popular? And I think students enroll in our university knowing they will receive an outstanding education that will prepare them for their chosen areas of employment. We enroll students from every county in Minnesota. We enroll students here from all 50 states. And we enroll students here from 97 countries. We're truly a global university. Close to 90% of our students find jobs in their respective areas of study. This is excellent. Yet, we must do a better job of graduating our students in a shorter period of time, closer to a 4-year time frame, to help them to address the student debt that tends to mount, as well as more quickly moving graduates into the Minnesota workforce. It is for this reason that our focus at this university is all about student success in all forms that it takes. Because if a student graduates and is successful, our future in Minnesota stands to be much brighter and much stronger. We know, too, that every generation of students has unique challenges. However, the challenges are different and seem a bit more urgent today. It is clear that this graduating class is entering a period of time when there is a tremendous uncertainty about our world's future and the inherent problems that must be addressed and resolved. So, graduating class, I am confident that you are well prepared to meet our global challenges with each of you contributing in your own unique way. Today, you will not only take away a very hard-earned degree, but I trust you will also take away a commitment to integrity, respect, and the way you conduct yourself as global citizens. This is a memorable day for all of you, graduates. I hope you have the opportunity to look back on your years here at Minnesota State Mankato and consider how far you have come and what you have accomplished. I hope you would discover that you earned more than just a degree. I hope you gained insight, experience, life lessons. I hope you made lasting friendships. You found supportive faculty members and mentors, and that you're filled with fond memories. And I hope you were able to pursue your big ideas through real-world thinking. So best of luck to you. And I will say to you, a little later in our program today, you're going to hear a couple of the amazing stories from our students that are sitting there with you today. Minnesota State University Mankato is part of the Minnesota State system, represented today, I'm pleased to say, by Trustee Louise Sundin. Let me tell you about Trustee Sundin. Louise Sundin is the Executive Vice President of the Minneapolis Regional Labor Federation, AFL-CIO, representing more than 80,000 organized workers in the 9-county West metropolitan area. She also serves on the Minnesota Board of School Administrators, a career 9th grade English teacher in Minneapolis. Sundin served 25 years as a national vice president of the American Federation of Teachers and 22 years as president of the Minneapolis Federation of Teachers, Local 59. Sundin created a collaborative university program in which more than 500 teachers earned their master's degree or education specialist degree in leadership and also curriculum and instruction. She holds bachelor's degrees in language arts, speech and English from the University of Minnesota, and a master's degree in curriculum and instruction from the University of St. Thomas. Sundin is founder of Math Online. She was ahead of her time, a unique and free homework helpline to assist students in doing their math homework via computer. She hosted her own hour radio program, Education Matters, for more than 3 years and served 22 years on the United Way board. Governor Tim Pawlenty appointed Sundin to the Board of Trustees in 2008 for a 6-year term. She was then reappointed by Governor Mark Dayton in 2014 for a 6-year term ending June 30th, 2020. So with that introduction, please join me in welcoming our very special guest, Trustee Louise Sundin, to Minnesota State University Mankato.
Well, he just could have said she's an aging union goon whose days are numbered, but I appreciate being here, and I'm so thrilled. Good afternoon, graduates. Class of 2019, congratulations to the over 540 students here today, including 380 allied health and nursing students. Where are you, nursing students? Hey! Well, I just want to shout out to you because I'm really hoping that some of you specialized in geriatrics. I'm planning heavily on you taking care of us aging boomers, so we're glad you are. President Davenport, Alumni President Hughes, honored guests, graduates, families, it's a great, great honor to participate in today's ceremony. I'm here to bring greetings on behalf of others in our huge Minnesota State family, the Minnesota State Board of Trustees, of which I'm one of 15, and there are 3 student trustees who represent all of you, Chancellor Devinda Malhotra, and nearly 16,000 incredibly talented faculty and staff on our 54 campuses, of which you have already been introduced to the incredibly great staff and professors here. And on behalf of all of us, we are thankful that for Minnesota State Mankato. Minnesota State Mankato is one of the stars in the constellation of Minnesota State. Actually, your president forced me to say that, but it's true, it's true. So we have all come here today because we believe in the power of higher education to change lives. And it's going to have, if it hasn't already, it will change yours. We have come together because we believe that our state universities are places of hope and opportunity for women and men like you who worked very hard, we know, to get an education, the education that you need to create better futures for yourselves, your families, and our state. We've come together here today because we believe that the outstanding, accessible, affordable, and relevant education that Minnesota State University Mankato provided, that you experienced, has never been more important than it is today. And graduates of the class of 2019, we have come together because we believe in you. Now, who believes in you the most? I bet some of you are thinking, well, it's my mom. Well, I hope you all know what day is tomorrow. Mother's Day. So all of you graduates, I think you've probably already identified where your family's sitting. Wave to mom and just mouth and clap for your mom for giving you birth and getting you this far. So each of you took your own unique path to get here. We know it wasn't easy for any of you. You made sacrifices to succeed. Your hard work, however, has paid off. And each of you has earned the privilege of calling yourself a graduate of Minnesota State Mankato, a proud Mankato alumna. And you're going to hear more about that in a minute. But also to Dean Haar and the education students. Where are the education students? Okay, those are my peeps. And the rest of you are wonderful people, but they're my peeps. After all, Mankato was the very first university to prepare teachers, and that's how this great university started, was a teacher's college. So I have a soft spot in my heart for that, and so many of my colleagues and retired teachers always continually and to this day rave about the education that they got in education at University of Mankato. After all, let's just think a minute. Any of you math majors are going to teach math? I've got a research project for you if you have. Just think of 150 years times 30 years of teaching, which is kind of an average for most, times the either 30 to 300 students that those teachers had every year of their career. And then if you can figure that out, you're a genius, but that is one heck of a large number. And that number makes up the awesome legacy of this university in the education community. And of course, our favorite saying in education is, you never know where your influence stops. And just imagine how the influence of this university in educating the young people in this state and in this country and elsewhere have been. So as you leave here, please know that because you're graduating, you too will never lose your connection to Minnesota State Mankato. You'll carry the mission of this great university with you no matter where you go, in your community, your hometown, another state, another country. Most of you will stay here in Minnesota to work or continue learning, and we're really glad you do, because, and And we are still known as the state that has an educated workforce second to none, and that's because most of you will stay here. The professors who mentored you, the staff who guided you, your friends, your family, and all the people who supported you, everyone will be excited to hear about the successes that will come to you next in life as a result of this education, so keep in touch. You will have received a world-class education supported by the people of this state who paid almost half the cost. We trust that you'll become enthusiastic alumni and ambassadors and supporters for this and other public universities, and give them your wholehearted support on behalf of students who are going to come after you, maybe your own children or others in your family or your extended family. But you're probably not finished with your education. Whatever your career, you're going to need to keep learning to keep earning. So you are lucky to have be opening into a job market that needs the skilled, smart, eager, educated workers like you. There are shortages of workers everywhere. So let me be the first to invite you to return here to any of our colleges or universities to continue to give yourself that edge for success as you move through your careers. We'll keep the light on for you. And I always leave graduates with this challenge. You're leaving here with the skills and the knowledge to make a good living, and there are good jobs waiting for you, but I encourage you to dig deeper, to capture and maintain the courage to find meaning and to make a genuine difference in this world. And here's one way you can do it. While you're patting yourself on the back today for your accomplishment and your graduation, you can give a hand up with your other hand to someone who needs a little hand up. There are people all around you who just need a boost. They need a hand, an encouraging word, a message that says, hey, I did it, you can too. There are many friends of yours, folks you know who may have never heard that they are smart and they're worthy, that they can do it and they can find meaning themselves and make a difference for others. But you can, because you've done it. Pass along this great feeling of accomplishment and self-confidence that you feel today. Give someone that hand up to experience and enjoy this same feeling that you're feeling. So, tag, you're it. Go out and make a difference. Reach back and give forward. Reach back, give forward. Graduates of Minnesota State Mankato class of 2019, on behalf of all the people who believed in you and supported you, please accept our collective heartfelt congratulations on this tremendous milestone in your lives. Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee Sundin, for that inspirational speech. I know it's from the heart. With this ceremony, graduates, you've all become members of the Minnesota State University Mankato Alumni Association. You didn't know that, did you? Anyway, at this time, I would like to invite Ms. Lisa Hughes, who's the president of the Minnesota State Alumni Association Board of Directors, to come forward.
Thank you, President Davenport. And congratulations, graduates. I am proud to welcome you to the Minnesota State University Mankato Alumni Association. You are now part of a network of more than 124,000 alumni worldwide who proudly call themselves MAVRIKs. We would like to honor the alumni who have preceded you in this journey. Parents, grandparents, siblings, aunts, uncles, friends, and others. Would any of our alumni in the audience please stand to be recognized? Graduates, the Alumni Association applauds the hard work that brought you here today. We look forward to seeing how your big ideas and real-world thinking positively affect our future. The Alumni Association is a home for your pride, a hub for your connections. We are honored to welcome all of you as our newest members. Congratulations.
Thank you, Lisa. And now Dean Rutherford will now introduce our first graduating student speaker from the College of Allied Health and Nursing.
Good afternoon. Courtney is our speaker today, and Courtney went to high school in Wabasha-Kellogg District, where she was influenced by a number of exceptional teachers and coaches. She came to Minnesota State Mankato to explore several majors before finding her passion in exercise science. Courtney spent 2 years as a community advisor in Crawford Residence Community, where she grew in her leadership skills. She also served as a teaching assistant for both the chemistry and human performance departments, where she enjoyed exploring the elements of teaching. In 2016, Courtney was crowned homecoming queen at Minnesota State Mankato. She recently began a new position in the corporate wellness program at Federated Insurance in Owatonna. Please welcome Courtney.
Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for traveling here today, near and far. I know we've got some friends online as well today. Let's see. As a freshman, stepping on campus, I got stopped in my tracks as I came across a poster outside of one of my tutor's offices, and it said, "Act like everything you do makes a difference," because it does. Well, this first convinced me that I should probably be studying a little bit more. Plus, it convinced me that it's not just what we say that makes a difference, but it's what we do that makes a difference too. And because you can't say and do everything that you need to, you face choices for what you must say and do. Now, if you just heard the word choices and it made you sweat a little bit, yeah, I'm with you there. Yeah. I'm sure you'd all agree that here at Minnesota State Mankato, we've improved our decision-making through the guidance of our friends, staff, and professors. To be honest, I discovered the art of procrastination, which allowed me to discover the decision-making process. I can recall cramming 2 weeks of studying into one night because I seriously must have the time management skills of a carrot. I don't know what's going on. But seriously though, it was an accident. Sometimes it was. It was these experiences of procrastination that taught me how every little ounce of effort and little bit of time that we can give something really can add up and make a big difference. Maybe this is something that you've experienced recently with class projects, research, or an exam. Maybe it was for the relationships in your life with your family and your friends or with your coworkers. How we choose to invest this time and effort will be reflected as we look back and see how it makes a difference in our own lives. You might not see that difference right now, but it will come. I say this with confidence because I know that many of you in these seats have chosen a degree that is not designed to serve only yourself, but the people around you in these seats. Class of 2019, I could not be more excited to see what our future holds. And I want to remind you that because I know you are people who are making a difference, everything that you do and say will make a difference, because it did right here, and it will. Best of luck to each and every one of you. Thanks.
Thank you, Courtney. Dean Haar will introduce our next graduating student speaker from the College of Education.
Good afternoon and congratulations to all of today's graduates and families. On behalf of the College of Education, I'm delighted to introduce Whitney Williams. A native of Altoona, Iowa, Whitney is graduating today with a Bachelor of Science degree in elementary and literacy education. Whitney has been a strong leader while attending Minnesota State Mankato. She dedicated her time also to helping others as a community advisor and front desk worker in the Crawford Residence Hall. She also served on the planning committee for the College of Education's Dishing with the Dean events and was part of the Wesley Foundation. Additionally, Whitney represented the college as part of the 2018 homecoming court. One of her professors described Whitney as someone whose enthusiasm and advocacy for effective practices for all individuals creates a culture of care for her students and allows for her practices to be authentic and engaging for all learners. She is excited about creating the best environments for all her students and is a change agent in education and the world. Whitney will take that enthusiasm with her in her newly accepted teaching position at a nonprofit organization called Star-Based Minnesota in St. Paul. There, she will be teaching students about STEM through partnerships with school districts in the cities. We are proud of Whitney's accomplishments at Minnesota State Mankato and can't wait to see what she does next. Please join me in welcoming Whitney Williams to the podium.
Thank you, Dean Har. Good afternoon. It is time to celebrate our accomplishments. As I reflect on this time, a quote comes to mind. Teaching is my superpower. But what does it mean to possess a superpower? Each profession and career has powers that are unique to their field and their experiences. If I were to list all of the superpowers of the graduates in this room, we would be here all night. Instead, I'm going to share with you the most important powers of all, the ones that we all possess, whether you are a teacher, a pilot, or a counselor. Power number one, elasticity. All of us are pulled in every direction during the day. However, no matter how far we are stretched or pulled, we always bounce back to be stretched out again. Power number two, force field. Teaching professionals surround their students in positivity and encouragement. They create an environment which welcomes everyone. They let their students know they are protected and cared for while they learn. Power number three, bladders of steel. This one speaks for itself. How many people in the world do you think could hold their bladders all day after drinking 10 very large cups of coffee? Yes, teachers can, and sometimes pilots have to. Power number four, igniter. Teachers have the ability to spark a passion in students, leading them to discover the world around them. And finally, power number five, empathy. All of us share the emotions and aspirations of those around us. When those same people face challenges, we persevere and fight alongside them. Teachers do have superpowers, but teachers are not superheroes. Someone once said, "No, I'm not a superhero. I am something much more powerful. I am a teacher." As we continue on our journeys, I challenge you to identify the superpowers you possess. We came here as students. We are leaving as leaders. Leaders who have superpowers that will enable us to make an impact in the world. Congratulations to all my fellow students. Today, let us go forth and share our powers, whatever they may be.
Thank you, Whitney. And now Provost Marilyn Wells will introduce our honor graduates.
Good afternoon and welcome to this joyous celebration. Today, you will notice colored ribbons, medallions, and stoles distinguishing some of our graduates. These are symbols of outstanding academic accomplishments. The significance of each symbol is explained in your printed program. Also, several students are wearing honor medallions which signify high academic achievement. At this time, will our summa cum laude graduates with a cumulative GPA of 3.8 or higher please stand to be recognized and remain standing. As you see, some of these have numerous stoles and medallions like student athlete and others, so they're real superpowers. Next, will our magna cum laude graduates with a cumulative GPA of 3.6 or higher please stand to be recognized and remain standing. Joining them will our cum laude graduates with a cumulative GPA of 3.40 or higher please stand and be recognized. You may now be seated. Congratulations. Please join me in now recognizing graduates who are members of the National Golden Key Honor Society, the University Honors Program, and Phi Kappa Phi. Will you please stand and be recognized? Thank you. You may be seated. I would also like to ask those of you who are the first in your family to graduate from college, will you please stand and be recognized? You represent the power of higher education that Trustee Sundin spoke about earlier, and I am confident that you will reach back to reach forward. We also would like to recognize both those in the audience today and those who are graduating today and those in the audience who at some point in your lives have served in the armed forces or await fulfillment of military duties. Will you please stand and receive our deepest honors? I think the enthusiasm of the applause speaks to how much we appreciate you and your service. To you, again, we say a very big thank you. President Davenport, would you please join me as we welcome our graduates? Will the doctoral, master's, and bachelor's candidates for degrees in the disciplines in the College of Allied Health and Nursing and the College of Education please rise? That's everyone. If you're an engineer and you're here for science, you missed it. It was at 9. President Davenport, it is my privilege to present the candidates for the doctoral, master's, and undergraduate degrees in the disciplines in the College of Allied Health and Nursing and the College of Education. On behalf of our outstanding faculty, I certify that these candidates have met all university, college, department, and undergraduate requirements for the degrees to be conferred. President Davenport, it is my pleasure to present to you this graduating class of spring 2019.
By the authority vested in me by the state of Minnesota, through our Minnesota State System Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you, as appropriate, the Doctorate of Education and Consular Education and Supervision, the Doctor of Nursing Practice, the Specialist in Educational Leadership, the Master of Arts, the Master of Arts in Teaching, the Master of Science, the Master of Science in Nursing, the Bachelor of Arts, the Bachelor of Athletic Training, and the Bachelor of Science. And so now, before you're invited to cross the stage as official graduates of Minnesota State University Mankato, there is one other small task I ask you to perform. So undergraduates at this time, please move your tassels from the right to the left, indicating your new membership in the community of scholars. Congratulations.
You may now be seated. You will be ushered to the stage by junior honor marshals and student marshals. The graduate student earning a doctoral degree in educational leadership will be hooded on the platform by Dr. Ginger Gustafson, and the graduate students earning a Master of Arts in Sociology will be hooded on the platform by Sarah Eplin. Ms. Karen Wright will introduce our graduates as they walk across the stage to receive their diplomas from their respective college dean, and congratulations from President Davenport.
The graduates from the College of Graduate Studies will receive their diplomas from Dean Stephen Stoynoff, and the doctoral students will be hooded on stage by their advisor. Doctor of Nursing Practice. Catherine Smith, Doctor of Nursing Practice. Whitney White, Doctor of Nursing Practice. Carrie Yavaro, Doctor of Nursing Practice. Graduates from the College of Allied Health and Nursing will receive their diplomas from Dean Rutherford. Courtney Sill, magna cum laude. Jessica Ream, Master of Arts. Brianna Wilking, Master of Arts. Jackson Judkins, Master of Arts. Jordan Garaki, Master of Arts. Sean Achenbach, Master of Arts. Shay Robertson, Master of Science. Bailey Krieger, Master of Science. Elena Houghton, Master of Science. Kayla Stone, Master of Science. Alyssa Rickles, Master of Science. Chantel Teely, Master of Science. Anna Mann, Master of Science. Kelly Metzger, Master of Science. Eden Schwan, Master of Science. Hannah Stepanek, Master of Science. Kendra Patton, Master of Science. Kiana Nickel, Master of Science. Kelsey Webush, Master of Science. Gabe Schulz, Master of Arts. Cheyenne Rova, Master of Arts. Kylie DeWeese, Master of Arts. Antonio Castro, Master of Arts. Lindsay Lenz, Master of Science. Jacob Gallagher, Master of Science. Nicole Fennell, Master of Science. Audrey Davies, Master of Science. Aaron Krennick, Master of Science. Diane Meyer, Master of Science. Kayla Delperdang, Master of Science. Jordan Shanks, Master of Science. Olivia Vruwink, Master of Science. Courtney Chelmo, Master of Science. Rachel Wilson, Master of Science. Anna Haler, Master of Science. Rachel Crawford, Master of Science. Brandy Bluarm, Master of Science. Colton Lehman, Master of Science. Michelle Van Tassel, Master of Science. Lana Howe, Master of Science. Sandra Bromley, Master of Science. Nancy Adomako Sahini. Adam Worley, Master of Science. Jeffrey Schaefer, Master of Science. Kendra Moss, Master of Science. Katie Kennedy, Master of Science. Elizabeth Potente, Master of Science. Christopher Lawrence, Master of Science in Nursing. Jennifer Deshane, Master of Science in Nursing. Jennifer Washburn, Master of Science in Nursing. Angela Mostrom, Master of Science in Nursing. Amal Saed, Master of Science in Nursing. Ifra Abdullahi, Master of Science in Nursing. Bailey Jacobson, Magna Cum Laude. Teresa Kostick, Summa Cum Laude. Maya Ia Her, Cum Laude. Madison Cummins, Cum Laude. Olivia Berkner, Cum Laude. Michelle Dennison, Cum Laude. Robin Hemmerly, Cum Laude. Kim Knudsen, Summa Cum Laude. Nicole Motz, Magna Cum Laude. Kyla Schlieder, Cum Laude. Andrea Rendler, Summa Cum Laude. Catherine Anderson, Magna Cum Laude. Mohammed Noor. Janet Banda, Magna Cum Laude. Julia Zank, summa cum laude. Gabriella Larson, magna cum laude. Haley Knupp, magna cum laude. Yuya Garcia Tinoco, magna cum laude. Taylor Henneman, summa cum laude. Amber Hillesheim, summa cum laude. Jordan Jones, summa cum laude. Grace Peterson, summa cum laude. Stormy Hagan, magna cum laude. Danielle Biram. Ya Guanu. Samantha Ani. Madison Krinky. Olivia Maldonado. Amanda Melanchuk. Hannah Lockman. Kirsten Meyer, magna cum laude. Hannah Johnson, cum laude. Alyssa Watkins, magna cum laude. Laura Bauer, cum laude. Margaret Winter, magna cum laude. Allie Schneider, magna cum laude. Emily Bariska, magna cum laude. Blake Grove, cum laude. Malik Ajulu. Timit Yikialo, summa cum laude. Pa Yang. Abir Al-Bakri. Michaela Swanson. Sidi Bukta. Austin Price. Sydney Finisgard. Tiffany Schluter. Alexandra Staffeser. Kristen Manning, cum laude. Caitlin Tragi. Ashley Nutzman, summa cum laude. Leanna Moy. Barsha Lamashane. Rachel Umabwabazi, cum laude. Shreya Rala, cum laude. Mackenzie Shinadalar, magna cum laude. Cody Honus. Kayla Leonard. Clay Elness, cum laude. Andrew Bentz, magna cum laude. Amber Christensen, cum laude. Casey Rothmeyer, summa cum laude. Shayla Henderson Thomas. Jasmine Suber. Berkey. Graham Waite, magna cum laude. Melissa Hindley. Larissa Chapman. Hannah Thompson, summa cum laude. Danielle Buddha. Shayna Perrell. Hillary Swanson. Sarah Kalkoff. Caitlin Hagan, cum laude. Maggie Copey, cum laude. Kayla Santama, magna cum laude. Michael Anderson, magna cum laude. Jennifer Perez Guachi Chula. Joseph Wickman. Firas Abdul Rahim. Mackenzie Zuder. Michaela Jensen. Haley Jensen, magna cum laude. Nicholas Kodasek. Brittany Van Rigasum, cum laude. Jaden Vogelsang, cum laude. Annabelle Sampson. Sandy Yang. Muslin Thomas. Angela Gonzalez. Danielle Polanski. Samantha Hinton. Maria Moleska. Allison Budensky, cum laude. Jenna Bednar. Cameron Kruger. Kaylee Hernandez. Rachel Stephen, cum laude. Devon Charlayer, summa cum laude. Bianca Yeager, magna cum laude. Nicholas Leduc. Holly Suss. Miranda Steele. Saquana Culver. Jacob Ruland. Kevin Corbell. Tristan Dr. Gust. Ashley Cookman. Trevor Neeson. Dylan Giles. Mandy Nessett. Blade Bretz Yoakum. Noah Kinney. Tahara Hovey, magna cum laude. Darian Bluedorn, magna cum laude. Brianne Zabinski. Matthew Bernhagen. Monica Muth, summa cum laude. Sarah Barishka, summa cum laude. Mariah Albrecht. Kiara Williams. Jamie Smith. Alexander Queener. Jacob Peterson. Andrew Lohr. Stephen Collins. Natasha Abdulaziz Babvarni. Jennifer Howard, magna cum laude. Kelsey Joins. John Brandel. David Dominguez. Courtney DeBenignis. Bailey Hoffmeister. Sarah Martin, magna cum laude. Allie Scott, magna cum laude. Jason Hurley, magna cum laude. Jared Willoughby, summa cum laude. Sarah Selby Prater. Shayla Paschal. Colin Luke. Abby Partington, cum laude. Nicole Ferguson, summa cum laude. Caitlin Erdman. Jonathan Walls, summa cum laude. Hunter Wookie, cum laude. Cassidy Preston, cum laude. Paige Somerville, cum laude. Melinda Fraley, summa cum laude. Amanda Borden, magna cum laude. Thomas Nicholson, summa cum laude. Allison Long, summa cum laude. Yui Soshizaki. Kristen Kelly. Katie Coble, cum laude. Caitlin Stab. Lindsay Vienendahl, summa cum laude. Jeffrey Stone. Mackenzie Cook. Shelby Morium. Rachel Conrad, cum laude. Ethan Anderson. Wade Rosso. Ryan Heather. Matthew Quist. Miles Weber. Connor Egan. Brian Gilbert, cum laude. Hannah Vandervoort, cum laude. Joaquin Sanchez Florzano. Elijah North. Carrie Anding. Kylie Wakefield. Rachel Murphy, cum laude. Brianna Noyce. Alexandra Graytek. Kayla Bakanowitz, cum laude. Hannah Hansen, magna cum laude. Megan Schmidt, summa cum laude. Madison Piglow. Natalie Garton. Raymond MD. Riley Finnegan, magna cum laude. Jacob Schweitzer. Samantha Murphy, summa cum laude. Isabel Martins, summa cum laude. Erica Elstrom, summa cum laude. Cole Walgrave. Garrett Banwart. Devin Pawarek, cum laude. Matthew Kraus. Benjamin Doden. Carly Deloria. Madison Stanley, magna cum laude. Race Johnson. Nicole Schultz. Thomas Marks. Morgan Butler, magna cum laude. Morgan Katu, cum laude. Alexis Wolf Martinson. Jordan Hines, summa cum laude. Kaylee Hoffman, magna cum laude. Ellison Fetters, summa cum laude. Tinotenda Mupamo, magna cum laude. Kelsey Kuhlman, magna cum laude. Kristen Smith. Justin Mua, cum laude. Amber Krall, summa cum laude. Kennedy Rick, summa cum laude. Alexis Haishaw. Alexis Smith. Jessica Neaton. Abby Meyer, cum laude. Shelby Voigt, cum laude. Sarah Mekadek, summa cum laude. Sydney Lorian, magna cum laude. Emily Ganley, cum laude. Lindsay Kothi, summa cum laude. Natalie Strack, magna cum laude. Livia Dyke, summa cum laude. Kelsey Anderson, magna cum laude. Benjamin Brumba. Alyssa Monahan, cum laude. Michelle Greening. Haley Blank. Raineem Qtop. Jennifer Raimonde. Rebecca Jakeway, cum laude. Hannah Bear, magna cum laude. Nicole Molesky, magna cum laude. Connor Sizeski, magna cum laude. Luke Gare. Dane Anderson. Abigail Eberline, summa cum laude. Taylor Conway, summa cum laude. Alyssa Novak, summa cum laude. Alyssa Hoverstein, summa cum laude. Kaylee Merritt. Jessica O'Brien, summa cum laude. Emeritus. Mackenzie Schuneman, magna cum laude. Dana Danger, magna cum laude. Kirsten Shantz. Brianna Knudsen, magna cum laude. Caitlin Fortier, summa cum laude. Maria Gettle, cum laude. Sophia Wallerick, magna cum laude. Gabriel Sawyer, summa cum laude. Karen Griskoviak, magna cum laude. Stephanie Grams. Bridget Hoban, summa cum laude. Taylor Bodie. Nicole Nickel. Aspen Curtis, summa cum laude. Taylor Batchy, summa cum laude. Mariah Cowan, summa cum laude. Sydney Pashuste, summa cum laude. Mai Zhang. Laura Steffens, cum laude. Andrea Erdman, magna cum laude. Alexandria Mernan, magna cum laude. Cecilia Raditz, magna cum laude. Joel Duck. Rebecca Carpenter, magna cum laude. Kaylee Spielvogel, magna cum laude. Jana Hinkle, summa cum laude. Madison Yoakum, cum laude. Madeline Doheny, summa cum laude. Madeline Krogman, cum laude. Lindsay Knudsen, summa cum laude. Madison Ermitter, summa cum laude. Ashley Lunning, magna cum laude. Sue Ali. Cosette Eastman, magna cum laude. Sarah Meyer, magna cum laude. Hannah King, magna cum laude. Molly Anderson. Pauline Samuels. Lisa Johnson. Patricia Smith. Trisha Villan. Tiedema. Shannon Tiedema, summa cum laude. Abigail Frederick. Sarami? Or Sarami? Michelle Sarami. Nicole Meyer. Janet Salstrom, magna cum laude. Nishal Lee. Tatiana Bardagova, magna cum laude. Alexis Burkett, summa cum laude. Taryn Dallenbach, summa cum laude. Up next, we have the graduates from the College of Education who will receive their diplomas from Dean Haar. Hello. Kayla Pauley, Master of Science. Haley Pauley, Master of Science. Ryan Gormley, Master of Arts in Teaching. Frame, Master of Arts in Teaching. Sarah Peterson, Specialist. Sheila Reby, Specialist. Amy Poitra, Specialist. Kelly Arrington, Specialist. Grant Hansen, Specialist. Nicole Snedden, Specialist. Lisa Manders, Specialist. Ramon Wilder, Specialist. Brianna Lumen, Master of Science. Julie Smith, Master of Science. Lisa Ferns, Master of Science. Bridget Barnett, Master of Science. Brian Peterson, Master of Arts in Teaching. Catherine Nibby, Master of Arts in Teaching. Lindsay Comstock, Specialist. Amy Bukal, Specialist. Carrie Groth, Specialist. Sandra Salcido Fallaghan, Specialist. Beth Coleman, Specialist. Sierra Linfers, Specialist. Michelle Belter, Specialist. Shelby Johnson, Master of Science. Samantha Bogdanovich, Master of Science. Alicia Bredesen, Master of Science. Lauren Forsberg, Master of Science. Stephanie Evans Hansen, Master of Science. Nicole Carlson, Master of Science. Danielle Wold, Master of Science. Tamara Armstrong, Master of Science. Maggie Knutson, Master of Science. Leah Hacker, Master of Science. Regina Siriani, Master of Science. Rachel Taylor, Master of Science. Casey Asmus, Master of Science. Jade Anderson, Master of Science. Jessica Castellanos, Master of Science. Peng Yang, Master of Science. Erica Dooley, Master of Science. Melissa Hansen, Master of Science. Catherine Glidden, Master of Science. Erica Ryan, Master of Science. Rebecca Dubon, Master of Science. Shauna Grosky, Master of Science. Heidi Anderson, Master of Science. Rachel Erger, Master of Science. Jennifer Soderstrom, Master of Science. Jenica Roy, Master of Science. Trevor Shabert, Master of Science. Madeline Kelly, Master of Science. Jenna Clark, Master of Science. Hannah Wilson, Master of Science. Christopher McEachran, Master of Science. Okay. Valerie Stocking, Master of Science. Madeline Martison, Master of Science. In-Sun Kim, Master of Science. Luisa Hernandez, Master of Science. Ashley Iquinto, Master of Science. Melissa Hoffman, Master of Science. Cole Dennison, Master of Science. Mai C. Vang, Master of Science. Samantha Pruitt, Master of Science. Megan Oss, Master of Science. Morgan Bielke, Master of Science. John Barrell, Master of Science. Melissa Jennings, Master of Science. Yukiko Koto, Master of Science. Kelsey Lucas, Master of Science. Maria Dunblazer, Master of Science. Nicole Bresch, Master of Science. Melissa Ragaman, Master of Science. Kate Volk, Master of Science. Stacy Lehman, Master of Science. Jennifer Carlson, Master of Science. Whitney Williams, magna cum laude. Taylor Gullickson, magna cum laude. Madison Wittenberg, magna cum laude. Colin Danner, magna cum laude. Blake Dalzell. Evan Asenhofer. Tanner Clavern. Nicholas Viertel, cum laude. Wyatt Bauer, summa cum laude. Tyler Lexvold. Zachary Hunzinger. Jonathan Cavelli, summa cum laude. Jacob Lazay, magna cum laude. Madeline Jones, cum laude. Macy Clan. Alexandra Baraney, magna cum laude. Susan Owens, magna cum laude. Madison Lutgen, cum laude. Claudia Monroe, cum laude. Bridget Altman, cum laude. Dimitri Foster, cum laude. Ridwan Abidogan. Lucas Knight. Won Kyung Beck, magna cum laude. Yoon Min Kim, cum laude. Kyung Yoon Beck. Colton Schmidt, magna cum laude. Devin Dobish. Heather Ziskowski, magna cum laude. Sarah Laufenberger. Caitlin Knoll. Chelsea Matthews, cum laude. Shayla Felling, magna cum laude. Amber Rao, summa cum laude. Taylor Garcelon, cum laude. Ariful Shawan. Joshua OCMO. Shakua Davis. Naif El-Jadani. Jasper Omoyo, summa cum laude. Allison Seawich, cum laude. Lydia Brandt, cum laude. Caitlin Davis, cum laude. Brady Neal, cum laude. Haley Bodell, magna cum laude. Sally O'Brien, magna cum laude. Dustin Slaughter, magna cum laude. Samantha Meyer, magna cum laude. Alyssa Schenk. Emma Steve, magna cum laude. Brittany Guth, cum laude. Kendra Solander, cum laude. Chloe Christie. Abdul Aziz Tamim. Rose Gertis, magna cum laude. Rachel LeBeau, cum laude. Courtney Farragher. Gloria Fonboule, cum laude. Diana Paola Gamboa Vega, magna cum laude. Mariah Steigoff. Carmita Jara, cum laude. Mackenzie Enfield, summa cum laude. Catherine Adkins. Molly Gallagher. Brittany Schultz. Jessica Olson, magna cum laude. Taylor Anderson. Emma Burns, magna cum laude. Ashley DeGolier, magna cum laude. Darcy Hagan, summa cum laude. Haley Cunningham, magna cum laude. Taylor Turner. Sydney Brooks, magna cum laude. Ryan Drazen, cum laude. Stephanie Butterfield, summa cum laude. Casey Keene, magna cum laude. Lindsay Bartlett, magna cum laude. Vanessa Booth, cum laude. Nathan Steele, magna cum laude. Hannah Palmer. Afton Zebro. Trevor Thompson, cum laude. Stephanie Edgerton. Jenna Stevermer, cum laude. Lindsay Schiefert, magna cum laude. Lauren Steer, magna cum laude. Wallace Pope, summa cum laude. Janessa Cothlo, cum laude. Annika Crowell, magna cum laude. Casey Leisure, magna cum laude. Samantha Schmokel, magna cum laude.
Congratulations to our graduates. And to our guests, our ceremony is nearly complete. In just a moment, I will have you join me in, again, congratulating for the last time our graduates as we begin the recessional. However, first I have a few parting instructions. So once the platform party and our newest graduates exit the arena, I encourage you to meet for pictures and celebrations outside the Taylor Center. And so we can begin preparations for the next commencement ceremony where we have guests and graduates waiting outside to take your place. We have beautiful areas on campus to take family photos, such as our stone archway, the water fountain, the MSU Mall, and any place that you find beautiful. So enjoy the beautiful weather in celebrating our joyous occasion. Now, graduates, will you please stand and remain standing for the recessional? The MAVRIK Machine Marching Band will lead us out momentarily. Platform party, faculty and administrators, please stand with us.